guys. So today, on this episode anyway, probably take a few days, we're going to try and finish the black R33. So I've got the driver's door prepared, ready for the clear. Realistically, it'd be smart to do it all at once, but unfortunately I can't predict the weather and things change. So at least if I just get the door done now, then I can focus on the body, and if we get the body done too, we're cheering. Apparently it's raining tomorrow, so we got the Basler clear coat, the door all prepared, and in usual fashion, guess what? The wind has been at 4 to 5 kilometers all morning. As soon as I'm ready to go to paint, it's starting again, so I don't know how far we'll get with this. So we got the clear coat on, but straight away we're being I think it's a little bit too hot on the actual door itself because the sun's out and it's a bit hot. Mixed up just not enough clear coat. I mixed up 100 mil. I thought it would be alright for 100 mil because it goes pretty far, but oh well, I'll just do another coat of clear coat. I might even wet sand it. So the body is all wet sanded. The inside has seen better days. I need to finish this off really fast, clean it all out. Car's taped up. The wind's starting to pick up again, but I'm just gonna go it. The car's pretty much prepped up. Just gonna try and get some black on it. Some last of the base coat, last coat. See if we can get it clear on it today. Hopefully that's one of the last times you see that shot of that car sitting in the same spot with the same red wheels and no doors. It's getting pretty disappointing, to be honest. So once again, the car has paint on it. This is meant to be the final coat. There is, I don't know what it is, these little, just one little part they like. It's not perfect, we might get a bit better when I sand it. It's just gonna have to do. The weather forecast is now forecasting it's gonna rain in 2 hours. It wasn't meant to rain at all today, so we got that. This clear coat takes about, I think it's 12 or 16 hours to dry at 20 degrees Celsius because I haven't got a booth. So there's that too. So the clear coat's gonna be, if I put a clear coat on, it will be wet and get rained on. So there's that. It's not going to plan, but that's what happens when you try and respray cars outside. Doesn't really work out. So it's been all wet sanded. There's a couple little spots, just got to put a little bit of extra paint. Quickly wet sand that. Might go for have an attempt at the clear coat if we don't get rained out. So I've done the final little bits with the black I wanted to do. I accidentally mixed up a little bit too much paint, so I guess we'll do some on the bumper at the same time. Looking alright, not too bad. So the weather has won again. It's starting to rain. The car is actually prepared for clear coat and it's raining. I spent the last 10 hours on it. I don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to do, instead of just rushing it now and getting it done, then it being night time and then most of that 16 hours the clear coat drying would be at a cold temperature where it's, you know, it's going to take ages, more dust is going to fall in it, and then there's meant to rain tomorrow morning, so I don't know what to do. I might just, unfortunately, the problem is when I put the tarp back on it, I don't know, where all these little bits of other coloured, multicolored paints coming off it and embedding itself in the paint that's already done, so that's what a lot of today was to do with. It's pretty much ready for a clear coat on the door at least, so that's a positive. which is a pretty significant. Got the clear coat on at night time. I've seen one run right there. There's a bug in it too. A few bugs in it. It's looking alright. So that's it. Clear coat's on it. Finally. Hopefully the wind stays down and we don't get any rain. It's dry, so I might get the heat gun and try and speed it up a little bit. Well, it looks like Jesus has come early this year. So the black door is in the car. The clear coat is on. It's rained on it. This is the steering wheel. It looks beautiful. So just documenting how good it looks, and we'll try and wipe it down. It's like a swingers after party. So the skyline is actually like kind of coming back together. It's looking like a car again. I just caught a magpie, baby magpie, walking on the car. So hopefully it hasn't scratched it, but other than that, the clear coat should be, it's like a normal car clear coat, so like, I guess birds walking on your car doesn't really damage it, so it should be alright. Yeah, we've got the engine exposed again. Maybe we'll put the bonnet on now, cover her up. Funny enough, we got most of the parts painted, so we can just piece it back together. You just need to clear coat the front and rear bumper. I need to get primer to prime the side skirts, do them, but that's just a easy side job. The side mirrors, I need to clear coat the tail light covers, the fuel flap, so it doesn't look like a Holden Commodore. So that rear bar is looking good. Like, it doesn't even really need wet sanded. I could just put clear over it. Alright, so of course there's some like chaotic looking nest of webs. So the bonnet's placed on the car, looks pretty dirty at the front where it's been sitting in the dirt. The dirt's on it. And I've got the bonnet hinges because I've taken them off. They don't really matter so much, so I'm just gonna like paint them with just like a rattle can. The same color, black. But anyway, this is what it looks like with the bonnet sitting on it. So we got the dogs hanging up, the hinges. Taking all tape off the windows, so I might try and bolt up the bonnet. These latches should be pretty much dry. I might try and clean off some of the gum from the tape. So try to get all this glue off the windows. I gave it a quick little scrub. It's looking alright. I reckon it's going to clean up well. So the brackets are dry for bonnet latches. So I'm just painting the heads of the bolts. Like, I may as well, because it's really easy to do on my little rack I got here. Just stuck them through the holes, and you know they'll stand out like dog's balls. So if I just do that, it's just one less thing. I think the worst thing about this car now is the clown wheels. When they're gone, you'd take it seriously. Just because it's got red wheels, it's pretty much a joke. If it had cool rims on it, you'd think it's a cool car. We heard you like water, so we got you some water on your water.